10 long years have all been leading up to this moment. 10 years, we are finally getting the crossover to end all crossovers, at least until the next one. That's right, the trailer for Avengers Infinity War was released, and at the time of this video's production, it was today. And oh my god, after months of build-up from the trailer that was shown at D23 and at San Diego Comic-Con, which led to people losing their minds and going on Twitter for 3 days and ranting about where it is, and Marvel kept teasing everybody saying, it's coming in, and it never came, and much to the fans' hatred of Marvel for a while. And then we got the Justice League trailer competing with it, since everyone says, well, if you're not going to show this, we'll see what Justice League is showing. I haven't seen the movie yet, or any of the trailers, except for the first one, and that was a year ago. And so probably everything's changed from that taser trailer. And after 10 years of characters, of movies, of dramatic build-up, we have finally reached the penultimate finale. We're not at the finale yet. That's for Avengers 4, which takes place after Infinity War. And I gotta say something afterwards. Let's just say this. The timeline's gonna get all confusing for people later down the road. Infinity War finally uploaded. Finally got his trailer uploaded. Some people say it's not the same one that they saw at D23, such as the moon crashing into a planet filled with Avengers, or Thanos being the Guardians or something, or looking like Robert Downey Jr., aka Tony Stark, looking like he's gonna die. But moving on, we go ahead and see this desolate orange planet. If I had to guess, that's Earth during a huge battle that had taken place. Oh boy, it's called Infinity War. Huh. And we see Tony Stark looking hurt, looking scared at something. Probably anger or something, or frustration, or he's worried. Or, considering what we see later in the trailer, well, yeah. And then we overhear some dialogue of Nick Fury, and then talking about there was an idea. And Tony brings up to bring together a group of remarkable people, with Vision saying that something that would make us something special or something. But like here, Nick Fury, Tony Stark, Vision, Thor, and Black Widow doing the speech that would unite the Avengers. Oh, and by the way, Nick Fury, no idea if he's going to be in the movie. Like, he says he doesn't know if he's in the movie. In fact, he hasn't been called up yet. That could change. He could be in Avengers 4, but honestly, you gotta bring Nick Fury in. Like, Samuel Jackson in. It has to happen. So, considering that, considering that this is the build up to everything that's been building up for, we see Bruce Banner has somehow made it back to Earth, reformed back into Bruce Banner from what seemed like the Hulk forever. So there goes that idea of maybe Bruce Banner's conscience is finally dead. So you couldn't even kill Bruce Banner's conscience off. Yeah. And though that does lead to this one question. If he's back on Earth, where's Thor? Well, I already have a guess, and they confirmed it. Though that does question where Loki is. So I'm wondering, wait, how long has the ship been traveling? Like, usually the post-credit scene mid-credit scene, it usually leads to something. Like, how much time has passed? Like, I don't know. Was it like a few weeks? A few months? Like, okay, they keep saying that Avengers Infinity War takes place 4 years after Civil War happened in Captain America, which leads to the question, that's when I felt like Phase 3 was going to get this timeline all convolutedly insane, because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was said to take place just a few months after the first one, and Guardians of the Galaxy came out after Civil War. Doctor Strange, I think, took place before Civil War. I'm not sure. Spider-Man took place 2 months after Civil War. Ant-Man happened before Ultron, I think. Which makes me wonder why they even put that last. In fact, that should have been a sign. Oh, and by the way, Hawkeye and Ant-Man aren't in the trailer, even though it's been confirmed they're going to be in the movie. So I'm wondering where they are. No, people are saying, "Oh, well, maybe Ant-Man and Wasp are in the scene, and you just can't see them because they're tiny." Okay, that could be a funny joke, but seriously, I don't think so. So, considering that Bruce Banner has returned, he seems shocked and frightened, especially when he sees oh man. Okay. Considering that he sees Tony Stark 2.0, also known as Doctor Strange. Oh, and his assistant Wong, who is not War Machine, so don't get that feeling. And the two of them looked as shocked as Bruce is to find him crash through their sanctum whatever in New York, where there's a giant gaping hole, so God knows what happened. And then, we get a scene where we see Vision and Wanda Maximoff having a moment together, and apparently Vision has been allowed to be either in a human form or has a costume on. Yeah, okay, it could be a sign that he shapeshifted into that, though that does lead to the question, if he's machine, how does he have love? Like, I know he has the Infinity Stone, the Mind Stone, but yeah, anyways. Though this leads to a question that I hope has enough time to answer in this movie. How in God's name, and how long has Vision kept Wanda hidden from the public? Because, you know, she's an international criminal. Also, if he was trying to disguise, you know, the Mind Stone, yeah, that was an epic fail. It's glowing. We can see it. So, anyways, also, I wonder how War Machine still feels regarding, you know, Vision's lust, desires, and loving for Wanda, causing him to get injured. So then we see Thor stands aboard a ship, which is most likely the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. Probably like I speculated, the Asgardian ship was attacked by Thanos because, you know, a certain thing happened that I knew was going to happen. So now Thor could be looking at either his ship or the Earth. Either way could go. And also we see Bruce Banner then later cleaned up, wearing one of his preferred blazers, and apparently in Wakanda, standing next to the Hulkbuster glove, which means he'll reunite with Tony Stark, speaking to someone in a black suit, which could either be Black Panther or Black Widow, and we see Black Widow again, except now she has blonde hair. Probably because she's on the run and in disguise. So, yeah. Though, that does raise the question. If she's been given amnesty asylum in Wakanda, that doesn't really make sense to me because didn't Black Panther be the guy who ratted her out that she helped Captain America and the Winter Soldier escape? So why would she want to go to Wakanda? So, yeah, so I'm pretty sure she's in a different location. Though the background image of Black Widow shows she might be in Wakanda, though this could be like during when they have to round everybody up. So she's not in Wakanda now before Infinity War starts, so she probably was sent there later and she reunites with Banner. So yeah, I still don't get the love interest idea they did. Like, I'll give them credit for trying something different, but I still don't get it. I kind of thought Black Widow was interested in Hawkeye, but then it got revealed that he's actually married. And then they just settled her for Bruce, and I'm wondering, okay, I'm not hating it, but I just still don't get it. So, anyways, and we see a shot of Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Bruce Banner, and Wong. Which means only one thing. Tony Stark with Dr. Stephen Strange. Commence the arrogantness. Let's do it. Just commence the arrogantness. Stephen Strange, arrogant doctor. Tony Stark, genius billionaire philanthropist, who may also secretly like Spider-Man's aunt. Yeah. So, and then, okay, so it looks like he might have been looking... Okay, I'm pretty sure he was looking for Bruce Banner, though that does wonder how he found out that Bruce Banner was back on Earth after missing for so long. And I believe I read an article, someone says that there was a glowing light in his hand, and it's not the Iron Man suit, but it might be a flip phone, as pointed out by somebody, I don't know who, but someone found out, that it could be the very same phone that Tony received in a package from Steve Rogers at the end of Civil War, programmed with one number in case Tony ever needed to give Steve a call, and he's probably going to do it. Then, Tony Stark hears... I know I'm overcapping the trailer, but I'm just trying to give my interpretation for each scene. And then we hear, once again, since it's taking place in New York, all hell has to break loose. So, yeah, let's move on from that. He just approaches the door before gritting his teeth and going outside, so we all know what's that going to happen. And then, Peter Parker's seen on a bus. And here's the thing, I believe this is implying that his spidey senses are finally coming in. They weren't in Civil War or Homecoming, so this might serve as also an evolution for Parker's spider abilities. And considering what's happening, yeah. Also, there's a sky portal or a sky doomsday weapon. Though considering that this is the universe that started the sky portal fetish desire that all the movies have done, like Fantastic, Ghostbusters. Let's see if I'm correct. No, those just those two. I think I'm trying to remember what were the other ones. Oh, Man of Steel, Suicide Squad, and that was in the same universe and completely different stories. Yeah, we got those four, and only one of them is in another universe. So, yeah. So this could be either a doomsday weapon or a sky portal device. And it's hanging over Manhattan, so we all know people are going to freak out. And Peter's on a school bus in New York. That was coincidence. So, yeah. And also we see Wakanda seems to probably under attack. I don't know, but we see the machines operating, and it looks like giant train. Initially when I saw this, I was thinking, are these trains for something? Like, Wakanda has been known to be very advanced. They just don't show it, so I thought it was like that. And someone also pointed this out, that the machinery is red and gray. And the only other person we know that is red and gray is Ultron. So are they trying to give allusions to Ultron or something? Like, they could probably do that. And we see Tony Stark with his fellow compatriots and Bruce Banner looking just as confused and completely lost to, like, what the hell's going on. Apparently New York has already been destroyed. New York has been rubbled and destroyed by parts of Thanos' portal device or whatever it is. And okay, then we see what makes the ending to Thor Ragnarok somewhat remotely kind of pointless to some fans' perspective. I don't care. Loki steps over bodies thrown across the room on the floor, and some people speculate these were the monks of the where Doctor Strange got his abilities from. Though these are also probably the Asgardians, because, you know, the giant ship at the end of Thor Ragnarok. So Thanos most likely has killed most of them, if not all of them. And Loki has, and it's revealed, Loki indeed took the Tesseract. Now, okay, there are two theories we can go with. Now, either A, Loki did it. Okay, I can probably guess that Loki took it because it's Loki. He's the god of mischief. And though I'm pretty sure he has a different reason for taking it, for this time looking at it and then trying to look like he's going to give it to somebody. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Some people might say he was trying to get back to what he was doing, but now that I think about it, maybe now, since he's seeing his fellow citizens that he has known throughout pretty much his whole life, before he decided to commit crimes. And seeing that they're dying by the guy who he worked for, he believes that this is at least one chance at feeling some form of redemption for him, so he gives him the Tesseract if he spares his people, or what remains of them. Though, considering Thanos is not the guy who seems to make deals unless he's pissed off and really desperate, I'm pretty sure he's going to take the Tesseract, smash it, and then collect it, and then afterwards he's going to not bring them back or not save them. And then Thanos emerges from a black portal onto Earth. And he's not wearing his signature helmet. Okay. I was just wondering, why does he not have his helmet? In fact, I was kind of imagining what he was wearing to be more intimidating, not just looking like a motion captured purple guy looking muscularly bulky. So, yeah, I was expecting him to, you know, wear what he was wearing in Age of Ultron and in the original Avengers. And then we hear Thanos' massive speech of destruction. In time, you will know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right. Yet, to fall all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives. And sure enough, we see Spider-Man donning the suit that Tony Stark gifted him at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, and he was offered when he was given a chance to go to join the Avengers, which I will say, yeah, he should have taken that offer when he had the chance, so now he has no experience with this kind of level of, you know, world-ending destruction. So, yeah, we see him trying to look like he's trying to stop the device, and it's going to fail miserably, most likely. And then we see another portal-like device. Probably it's what got Thanos to Earth. But it looks like Thor is trying to stop it or trying to reroute it or something. I don't know. Probably trying to get a way to get the Guardians to Earth, which will be interesting regarding, you know. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Though, that does raise one question. I'm trying to wonder, why is he using his bare hands to try and fix this? Like, it's not a helicopter like in Captain America Civil War. It's a device that probably is a portal or a doomsday weapon, and you're going to use your arms to stop it. I'm like, they're probably levers, but something else is going to indicate that might not be the case. Also, just to talk, it was revealed that the Black Order, Thanos' henchmen, are appearing in this movie. They were never seen it before, so now they're getting appearances. And they were shown off in a statue when everyone assumed it was going to be the Fantastic Four. I would have been alright with that if it was the Fantastic Four, but at the same time, considering that Fox announced a Doctor Doom movie just so they can keep the license because, I don't know. We'll probably never see them until either Disney buys Fox or Fox go out of business. And then Marvel can take it back. And we see one of them, I think, probably throwing a spear at somebody, and it's presumably Captain America because we get this scene, which is hilarious. Evacuate the city, engage all defenses, and get this man a shield. Black Panther, you have captured the humor of the moment. Yeah. Also, I found out that Wakanda has never been conquered, so Thanos might try to do the impossible. Also, that does kind of explain where the hell, if they have an Infinity Stone or Vision got there at the end of the movie, that could be it, though. Also, I did realize this when I was looking stuff up regarding the Avengers Cinematic Universe, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I mean, we have not seen the Soul Stone, and they confirmed that's going to be in the universe. So that leads to one question: does Wakanda have the Soul Stone? If so, why? If so, how? And if so, what are they doing with it? Is that the reason why they got so powerful? Or are they going to use it for an ultimate army of the undead that will kick ass at the end? Yeah. So we see a spear get thrown, and someone catches it, and it's revealed to be Steve Rogers, donning a beard, and not CGI'd out of it, because we've seen the screenshots of Superman without the beard, without the mustache, and that was uncomfortable. And seeming like Wanda Maximoff was there, and she's happy too, though it does raise a question. I'm trying to wonder, Wanda should know he's still alive, because, you know, I'm not going to say, wasn't she with him when they went to Wakanda, and Vision came back to take her? So, I would think. So, okay. Hulkbuster is shown, piloted most likely by Tony Stark, or just operated by his AI companion, is landing outside of the Advanced City's perimeter. But the machine doesn't look so defensive. In fact, it looks a little upgraded. So, it looks like it's going to join in the final battle. And then we see Black Widow fighting somebody with this long spear, since we see one of the henchmen of Thanos holding a spear and throwing it. And then we see Doctor Strange using his powers, and then looking to see, probably a different shot, several obelisks crashing into the forests surrounding Wakanda, and they're probably alien soldiers, as we see, see the Outriders show up and kick ass, or at least try to. They get their ass handed to them by Black Panther and Captain America. Well, Steve Rogers, or just the Nomad, as some people might call him, because he went under that alias when he was on the run. And then we probably go back to New York and see Spider-Man confronting Thanos, only to be easily beaten. Yeah. And we see Tony looking, and either he's looking at something else or he's freaking out. So, okay. We see another member of the Black Order apparently defeat Vision and try to steal the Mind Stone from his head. Okay. He's screaming in agony, and I'm just like, yeah, I saw that coming. Honestly, I didn't see that part coming. Not because oh, Vision's gonna die. No. That wasn't what I was saying that I saw coming. No. I thought Thanos was gonna personally go and put his giant hands inside Thanos' head and rip the gem out. And plus, he doesn't have blood, so we can't go with, it's going to be rated R. It will still be scary for children, but still not rated R, blood-worthy. So, he might die in this movie, or some bullshit happens and they use the power of love if they're really that desperate. And then we see Thanos, not only have the Mind Stone, which indicates he went to the location at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, I can't remember what the place was called, destroy that entire civilization, steal it after Ronan the Destroyer was killed in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And it looks like he has the Tesseract as well. Yeah, I saw that coming. And yeah, he doesn't have the Mind Stone or the other ones, or the Soul Stone. And also he punches Thanos punches Iron Man. I can only imagine what Iron Man is thinking. In fact, someone jokes saying that Thanos was Marvel and Iron Man was playing the role of DC, and it's showing the interpretation of what DC is going through right now, just seeing this. And then we see Bucky Barnes return, armed with a gun, his favorite automatic rifle, standing away alongside the legions of Wakanda soldiers. And we see Bucky again in the back with Steve. And Black Panther looks like he's going to lead the charge, though there is a shot when he releases his claws. You see a red and yellow character. I'm pretty certain that might be Iron Man, since they're going to do a, hell of a huge battle. And then we see Falcon going ahead, shooting the life out of the enemy, and I think we see the Hulkbuster, though that could be something else, and we get an ending that most likely will rival Return of the King's epic battle with the Wakandas, with the Avengers, and whatnot. And then we see Team Steve Rogers with with Black Panther, his sister or lover, I don't know, I can't remember, Bucky Barnes, War Machine, Black Widow and the Hulk charging with the Wakanda army in one gigantic battle, and then we get the logo, and then we see an after trailer credit scene. Yeah, we're seriously doing this. We see Thor, still with his eye patch, and disheveled after his crash into the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, most likely. And then he just says, "Who the hell are you guys?" And then we see the Guardians of the Galaxy with a certain somebody just waving hi. And also, Star-Lord has apparently grown a mustache. Yeah. And Teen Groot's there. Yeah. So, this is gonna be awesome. Infinity War arrives on May 4th. Okay. This was awesome. I would have hoped to see the giant moon, part of a moon crashing into them, but I'm all for this. Though, I was wondering, okay, you have to put the Defenders in this. Or at least just give them a cameo. Just put them on the side, show them fighting the armies of Thanos. If they don't have to be in Wakanda, they could be in New York, kicking ass somewhere, and we see them. Or, if they're really ballsy enough to do it, go ahead and just show a scene in Hell's Kitchen where they're all fighting the armies of Thanos, which takes place around the same time Infinity War is happening. And then we get that, and then we see how they're able to get New York protected, while the Avengers, along with other heroes, are currently in the middle of Lord of the Rings style battle in Wakanda's outskirts. Oh man. This was awesome, but Jessica Jones' actress says she wants to actually be in this movie because it's a huge opportunity. Though, the reason why I feel like, though, when I think about it, I think I know why they're hesitant to put the Defenders in, because their rating would be more rated R based if they made movies for them, as opposed to PG-13, because, we can't have grotesque violence like, seeing somebody get their head smashed in by a bowling ball, like in Daredevil Season 1, or the way the Punisher just likes to grotesquely murder everybody with a gun. I have yet to finish Iron Fist, I have yet to watch The Defenders, and I have yet to watch The Punisher. This is the longest amount of time I have not watched them, and I'm surprised I have not lost it. So, yeah, this is going to be awesome. I can't put, and also, if I'm correct, and this is just me thinking, now, this might be stupid business decisions, but, if I'm correct, and I don't think I am on this case, I really wished I wasn't correct. Okay, Infinity War arrives in the US, and most likely the rest of the world, except for some places. They get it earlier. Lucky. Avengers Infinity War hits theaters for the rest of the world and the US, but other countries get to get it early, on May 4, 2018. Solo, a Star Wars story, comes out on May 25th, 2018. I think they might beat Empire Strikes Back for lowest grossing movie of the Star Wars universe. And that's saying something. Everyone loves Empire Strikes Back, but at the time it did not earn the big money that A New Hope got. Like, if it was released today, then it would have been different. So, yeah, Solo, a Star Wars story. Yeah, they only have Star Wars to their name and Han Solo's name on it, but really it's not filled with the same group of people. Like, we have Lawrence Kasdan writing, but seriously, they don't have, 10 years of movies to go ahead and compensate for all this. They just have the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, 2 of the sequel trilogies, and Rogue One. So, 9 movies. This will be their 10th movie of the Star Wars universe. But, yeah, they only just recently started bringing back the whole Star Wars universe mentality. Like, they already have the expanded universe, but really, I'm pretty sure Disney's forcing everybody to have to read the books. So, anyways. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. This movie is going to be freaking awesome. And here's the thing. Considering how many characters are in this movie, I'm going to be honest, they're going to have to make this 3 hours. They cannot make this 2 hours or less. This has to be 3 hours. We need certain things explained. We need to see certain awesomeness. We need to see long battles. We need to see go Lord of the Rings chaotically, except with modern technology, magic, and a bunch of other crap. And, oh man. Also, I would say, other than Vision, who might have a chance of surviving because this is Marvel, and plus all the characters. Here's the thing, I would be saying right now, I don't know who's going to survive this time. Don't forget, there's one more Avengers movie that will be the be-all, end-all for this big story arc for the 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because all the characters that appear in Infinity War will be in Avengers 4. Sorry if I had to spoil that, but really Marvel did that already when they announced everything. Also, it was said originally that Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel was supposed to be in the movie, but they cut her out because her movies hasn't come out yet, which confuses me because the origin story of Miss Marvel is set in the 1990s. Also, Samuel L. Jackson returns, so yay to that, when he still had both his eyes and was not blinded by one. Though that does raise a question. If she's been established since the 90s, where the hell has she been? Like I know they could probably make the argument that, oh, they probably didn't have the license at the time. I'm not sure about that. But they put in Spider-Man before he got his solo movie. They put in Black Panther in before he got his solo movie. And he still hasn't yet. It comes out next year. Though I'm still questioning why they're using Kanye West music. Because he's black? I don't know. And let's see. Who else hasn't gotten their solo movies yet? Or their own standalone movie. The Wasp hasn't made her standalone movie yet. She's supposed to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp that takes place after Civil War. But Infinity War comes out before that. Yeah, this is where the confusion comes in. Because the timelines are all going to be messed up for people. And they're going to have to reorganize their timelines and try to understand what the hell happened to each. So, yeah. That's pretty bad to some people, I bet. So anyways, so like I said, this movie is going to be awesome. It's going to kick ass. And there is enough, and I swear that this should be the one that beats them all, at least until Avengers 4 happens, because, well, they're both going to be tied into one another, though really we know this is where the finale happens in Avengers 4, which I hope although really they're going to probably kill off a bunch of characters who already have successful trilogies. I'm not sure about Hulk because they keep saying there's a problem trying to make a Hulk movie because a character who doesn't want to turn into the Hulk, which is an understandably good reason. But yeah. Anyways, so Avengers Infinity War. Okay. This has over 20 million views, 1 million likes, and it's only been less than a day when it came out at the time of this video's production. That should say something of how awesome this movie is going to be for everybody. This is going to be everything we've seen. It has to deliver, and plus the Russo brothers are in it. And Civil War to me was my favorite one of them all throughout the cinematic universe, and also Winter Soldier in second place. So this and Avengers 4 has to beat them both. And then the characters that I know will most likely survive are the Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man. And probably Doctor Strange, Black Panther, provided they have their own trilogies planned. And plus the president of Marvel Studios said that there's going to be 20 more movies after Avengers 4. Well, but like I said, how do you top Thanos? Like, you could do the Stan Lee idea I came up with, where you have Stan Lee be revealed as the villain who knows all things, since he's virtually seen everything from out the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah. Anyways, this movie's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait. It's going to be everything I hoped it would be. Hopefully, I can't, like, they have not given me a bad movie. Like, yeah, the Hulk was forgettable, but it still to me was a good, like, all the movies that range from acceptable to downright awesomeness, and only 2 have been legendary to people. So, yeah, there's no way they can screw this culmination of over 10 years. They will be on the 10th anniversary of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's birth, which started with Iron Man. So, yep, I'm going to say this has to deliver. They have the same writing team. They have the same directors of the Civil War movie that had a bunch of Avengers and a bunch of characters in it. That also, I'm wondering where Ross is, or what happened to Abomination. They really need to show that. So, anyways, this is going to be awesome. This will be the hopefully best Marvel movie ever produced. This has to deliver. It has to deliver. It has to make us say everything we've done, every movie we see, all the money we spent just to see this whole universe come to life. This has to deliver. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it's gonna. I don't know how I would feel, but I'm pretty sure the internet's gonna go into a riot. Well, they already freaked out with the trailer, so I'm pretty sure they'll freak out with this. And last thing, the trailer reaction tease. I gotta say it. Why? Like, and not to get me wrong, the teaser for the trailer was awesome, but really, listen to what I just said. The teaser for the trailer. Why? Oh, man. So, yeah, anyways, so this is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to for more. I will see this movie. I guarantee it.